Welcome to another episode of Mind Aligned, where we have same voice, same talk, and same mind. We have everything together. And today, my name is Oglekilo Aloshe Ifumi. And today I have here with me my amazing Oga at the top.
I would say Akujam, I'll greet them in Fulani language today. So my name Olajide Apata, as usual. Thank you.
Good. And today's episode is heavy. It is real. And I can even call it is personal. And why I'm saying that is because we are diving into state of our culture. You know, because the truth is our culture is dying. And we are the one bearing it. To be honest.
Deep. That's deep.
So that is the topic for today. You can see that it's very, very heavy. And even the time we have cannot even convey us to finish the things we want to talk about. But there is no how we can't just keep quiet and looking at our culture being fading away day in, day out, because we are taking the Western culture, you know. So Mr. Jide.
Yes, please.
We are here already.
Yes, so we are here representing
the North. Let me put it that way.
Representing the North.
And I think I'm representing the South.
Yes, only one. You're feeling yourself. That's very good.
So, Mr. Jide.
Yes, please.
Today, you know, before the advent of the Europeans, we have our own culture that is very, very rich. When I say rich, a culture that a lot of countries, I mean, a lot of continents want to learn from us. Because why I'm saying this is, if you look at, there are some country like Brazil, Portugal. If you go there, you see Yoruba people.
Yes, they practice
you
most
see
of
Igbo
our
people. Yes.
Traditional cultures. Yes.
So how come we now get ourselves into this place? How did we get here? In a way that we can I say we lose our dignity, or can I say it's that we see our own culture like it's nothing?
Yes, sometimes our culture, some people they act like it irritates them. They say, I can't eat pounded yam with my hands. Oh, ew. You know.
So
I
think there's supposed to be a way out. So today we'll talk about things that we are doing wrong, that is not promoting our culture out there, and also how we can put our culture out there if there's a way out. And I believe there's a way out already.
Yeah, there's a way out. So for me,
okay,
first, culture is a total way of life.
Absolutely.
You know, and understanding everybody's culture. What most of us will see is there is a similarity in all our cultures.
Yeah.
Especially Africans. Africans from different parts of Africa, once we come together and, you know, have extensive conversations about our culture, realize that there are some particular things that I'm like, oh, you people do this thing, you do this other thing. So I was streaming with a friend. His name is Junior Bali. Shout out to you, my bro. So I was drinking kunu.
Okay.
Yeah, so he was not like, what are you drinking, my friend? I said, you know, kunu and all of that. So I told him the things we used to make it. He was not like, oh, it sounds like something like umbali or so. So they have something similar to that, but it's called another name. So there are similar things we do practice in our culture that, you know, it's vast. It does not just stop within one part of Africa.
Yeah, which means what we are losing is more than language, or is more than fabric. Is more than community spirit.
Yes.
Because if you look at it very well, the olden days, they have something they call stories passed from one generation to generation, which in Yoruba they call it alo. You know, like the elders will sit down, they'll be sharing some past things that has happened that people can learn from. Those things that's faded away. We don't have anything like that. The way we dress. Have you seen the way we dress? Bro, look at me now. Am I not looking good? So how come that the European, because if you look at it very well, before the advent of the, let me say, before the advent of the European, which I can call after the slavery, when they want to abolish slave trade, after they discovered machine, and they don't need the African power anymore. So there's a man, I've forgotten his name. He said something. He said he has walked through length and breadth of Africa. These people they are so rich in culture. They are so rich in religion. And this thing make them to come together. They have that unity. So now the only thing you can conquer them is for you to tell them that your culture is not good. Let's give them our culture. Once we give them our culture, then from them we can give them our religion. That's one of the reasons why they brought religion for us, bro. It's not because they want to spread Christianity. They brought religion just so that it can divide people. That's the main motive about them bringing Christianity, unless they don't want to say it out there. You know. So now, when he said that, it's now like once they can see our own culture being superior to their own, then we can conquer them. And any country or any place they have disunity, anybody can conquer them. Anybody can tell them what to do. Because the advent of these people, fine, there's little war that we fight, but when they came, they make it in a way that, okay, they would give us some kind of drink to drink. Oh yeah, fight your own brother, bring slaves. Or you know what, fight your own brother, bring all these mineral resources that you have in your place. We have something, we have a structure, we have what can I call it, like a political structure. You can see that the empire, the Oyo Empire, you can see the Benin Kingdom. All these things are well structured, from family to the last recruit, well structured. But when these people came, they make us to understand that, you know what you are doing here is nonsense. And with that, I can call it where we have this. Can I call it inferiority complex, or we now see their own in a way of life that this is good? Don't get me wrong. The European brought something that is good, little things, which is even bad. If you know, maybe later on in the coming year we'll do something like is the coming of European, is it a blessed or a curse? That's the future. But at the moment we are talking about our culture, so we need to understand the how our culture actually derailed to where we are today.
You know, like talking about how our culture derailed, it will now take me back to some of our cultural practices being done the foreign way, such as naming ceremonies, you know, weddings, birthdays, and, you know, so many others. So I feel, you know, we don't practice our culture enough, or as good as we are supposed to practice them. We're supposed to practice them to the latter.
Because now everybody wants to change their accent.
Yes.
They want to mock. Everybody wants to mock their own tradition.
Yes.
You know, even the school.
If you
if you look at the school we have, then, bro. Okay, let me bust your brain. My dad the only school my dad go to is only what are you calling it? It's only primary 6. Bro, if you see my dad speaking, now call someone that is in, what are you calling it? Even university, call them. So which school are we practicing? But the kind of culture, the kind of education we have there is very, very rich. Even the ordinary home education, very, very rich.
Let me give an example.
Okay.
This might sound so funny, but you know this trend that was trending. Yeah. They were literally teaching them in Igbo language. Do you understand? They were teaching them how to read things and all of that in Igbo language. That is the culture. But to us now is the cruise.
It's cruise.
It's cruise. But we are learning it, and I
do you know in
China,
they have a school that they teach them Yoruba, Hausa, and Igbo. In China. In Japan, they have it.
They are open to learn.
If we did not wake up, those people will come back again and they will be teaching us our language.
With our own languages.
I'm telling you.
That's true. So we need to, you know, myself, I'm a living example of you know, someone who was not really groomed into culture in terms of Yoruba culture, because I'm from the West, and then I didn't grow up there. Well, it's not an excuse for me to say I did not learn Yoruba, but you know, there are other reasons why I didn't learn Yoruba. But I was with my mom most of the time, so I know a bit of Idoma because she's from Benue State, so I'm not lost.
because when what are you calling it? When culture dies, identity suffer. Is you know, Nigerian youth today, the only thing they want to do is the trend on TikTok, the trend on Facebook, the trend. Why can't we be making our culture trend in those ways? Must we trend in another person's culture? Must we trend in another person's language or languages? You know, before, okay, look at this very well. Before, if you look at Nigeria very well, we don't have anything they call thief. People don't even stay in their market. They will leave their market like this. If you want to buy anything, you come there, you put the money, and you go. But now, they can even steal you. I'm telling you, they will tell you like that, I will steal you, and they will steal you.
They go kidnap you, you know.
So a lot of things is, you know, and our culture, if we don't go back to it, my brother, believe me, you, in the next 20, 30 years, our identity will fade out. Then we'll now be asking ourselves, wait, am I from Nigeria, or am I from US, or am I from, you know?
But I feel there are so many people who are trying to make these things hold in some communities.
Yes.
For example, you know, if you go to any Igbo land, there are places where Hausas are localized.
Okay.
You hear maybe that they have a name that, you know, if you go there, you see plenty Hausa people. Even in the west, so in the south, so all there are places you go, you see, this one are for Abokio and all of that. However they get to put it, but there are places where they choose to accommodate, you know, people from other parts of Nigeria. But now we are losing touch in all those areas.
And you know, this thing is really, really affecting us when it comes
to all those areas.
When it comes to our economy. You know why? I will give you an example. Olden days, Nigeria is very rich in textile, clothes. Ilorin, Kwara State,
and all of that.
Very, very rich in textile.
And all that, right?
In the north, they will have something like maybe cashew nuts, elephant dodge,
they were good at
all the kind of thing.
Yes, farming, they were really good at farming.
Farming. In the west, they know us as all this palm oil,
fish
and the likes.
That, yes.
So now, and you don't know the funniest thing. Do you know before Nigerian currency is higher than pounds? I'm telling you.
Don't talk about
so,
that. No.
Let's look at it this way. So how come pounds is now like 2,000 now to Nigeria? And you know what happened? What happened is because we are taking more of importation than the export. Because now we've taken their culture, we've taken their religion. Those things that is making us to rich then is not making us to rich anymore. We are now looking at the oil. And the oil we are looking at is anything that happen in the global sector of oil sector, it will affect us. Imagine we are seeing rich in our in the things that we are producing. There's no way we can tell you know what, this oil just stay. We have cashew, we have cocoa. There's a lot of houses in Ibadan up to date that they use cocoa money to build. There's cocoa house. Have you seen cocoa house in Ibadan? Do you know when they built that house? I've forgotten the year. And it's still there, still standing.
So that's culture, but you see.
So it means them bringing those things is affect from our political structure to our economy, to everything we do, even to our religion. Because before, if you do anything in the society that is very wrong, you quickly go and tell the ballet or the kings that please I do something like that. Because you know why? In the next 3 days, believe me, either you die or something happens to you. So that fear is there. If that thing is still there, all this our politicians will not be doing the rubbish they are doing. It's the facts. They will not be doing it.
You know, we have accepted accepted the modern life, or should I say westernization. Now Africa has been westernized so much that we don't even want to promote our cultures as much as we're supposed to. We don't want to promote our cultures as much as we are supposed to, because we are the ones using, like the topic entails, we are the ones using our own hands to bury it.
Yes.
If you tell someone, oh, this event, I want you to dress in a traditional way, they'll rather prefer to choose a foreign dress than pick that traditional dress. And now, mind you, that event you're going for is a traditional event.
Okay.
You're supposed to represent your culture with all your heart, with all your life.
Should I quickly get something here? Sorry
Yeah,
to
please,
cut you.
please.
Look at our politicians very well. Can you name just one like this that don't wear their native clothes? You can't see them. All of them always wear their native clothes. You know why? Those people that they gave our independence to, which is 1960, they are still the one ruling us. So they know exactly what those people brought to us. Wait, look at this very well, though. So that's why you can see all our politicians, they always wear native. Believe me, you. If you did see a Delta man, must dress like a Delta man. He won't wear maybe all this funtan papo, all this. They won't wear it.
So why
You know why? You know why they are doing that?
promoting
Because they know.
policies?
You know
Why are
why?
they promoting some policies that are then, suppressing our culture in our cultural
You don't
attire?
understand it because that's the only way you can be
It
rude.
doesn't make sense. So it's like it's like you being a pure hypocrite right in front of us, and then you tell us no, it's
no,
nothing.
those people don't care about you. What they care about their pocket. They don't. Who are you?
So I feel they are part of the reasons why our culture is dying.
Another
You're
thing.
correct. They are part of the reasons why our culture is dying. They just wear all those cultural attires for no reason. I feel they should go and take it off and go and give it to people who really need it. To be honest,
But
it doesn't make sense.
If you
to
look
me.
at the audience very well, even if you look at the people that is behind the camera, everybody is wearing English dress.
Yeah,
Everybody.
That's true. Apart from
The only person that is not wearing English dress is Asha. I'm just telling the audience. Yes.
and the both of us.
And the both of us. Everywhere here is wearing English dress. So we need to embrace our culture. Because if we don't embrace our culture, if our culture die, our identity is gone. We'll now be asking ourselves, where are we from? Imagine me in overseas, for example. Bro, if you go to any other country, for example, if you speak your dialect, and anybody that hear your dialect, maybe anybody that understand your dialect,
yes.
the way they will be happy.
Even just normal pidgin English
Bro, I'm
that
telling
we
you,
Nigerians
the way
speak
they will be
abroad to
happy that
ourselves.
my brother is
We are
here.
happy when we meet ourselves with just pidgin English. Then imagine the connection will be stronger when it's now your dialect.
I don't know why there will be a home, all the thing the children will be speaking is English.
Aye.
And the parents, they will understand their own mother's tongue. But the kids is English. So now, outside tomorrow, they will now ask someone, what's your name? Olaitan. Instead of Olaitan. Olaitan. No, it's funny, to be honest.
I know most of my friends watching now will be saying, Jide, this bullet too, it should be affecting you.
Another question, yes, now, another question is this, Jide, look at it very well.
I'm honest.
Another
yes,
question is this,
it's
Jide.
okay.
Another question is this, Jide. Imagine tomorrow, this world wants to scramble.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody just wants to run to their mother's land. Everybody is going to their embassy. You now get to your embassy, say, what is your name? Olakunle. They say, no, you are not among us. It's the facts. You don't understand your language. You don't understand your culture. Then who are you? You are dead.
So now how can we start reintegrating?
Because you cannot
people
ever see any white someone, any white people, they not tell you that your culture is supremacy to their own. Never. So why are we allowing that sort of a thing? That, English culture must be superior to our own. And that's why you can see someone that wants to do a wedding today, they have to do traditional wedding, they have to do English wedding. Is that not stupidity? I did it as well. It's the fact, I did it as well.
As you finish, I tell you, say, but you do am.
But I did it as well because I did it because of the. Anyway, the crowd not supposed to influence me, but I did it because of the crowd.
Man, I'm not
Now
doing that.
no, look at it this way. Look, my brother, look at it this way. When you are doing traditional weddings, some people even spend less money. Now when they want to do the white,
The reception. Well, after
we
I
need
take my
we need
wife to the mosque,
change our
that's
mindset
it.
in a lot of things. A lot of things. Before we have Sango, Oya, Obatala, all this kind of in the north, they have something they call what's your traditional thing that you do, your religion.
Nikah. Well, Nikah is more of Islamic, not necessarily traditional.
I mean
It's more
traditional something
religious.
that they always do, all this they are dancing, all this thing.
Okay, yeah.
Do you know how sweet those things is?
Yeah.
Now we don't even have any event you want to go and do now is that maybe comedy when they are talking about open your nyash, open your nonsense, finish. Nothing enriching anymore. Nothing enrich anymore.
Well, I feel this is where social media comes in because I'm a proper advocate of social media.
Okay.
And I feel we can still use social media to reserve or preserve our culture. For example, you see YouTube, Facebook stories and all of that. Let's say YouTube literally for long videos or where people go to watch YouTube, Netflix and other platforms you can watch long content or long hours videos and all that.
Of course.
They help to preserve culture.
Of course.
Even if they don't get to promote it as much as they're supposed to.
There are
They get to preserve culture because there are some things you want to learn. All you need to do is go to those platforms and search for them. There
are actually some
and there are people.
There
Yes, there are
actually
some
movie stars.
Yes,
like Femi
who promote-
Adebayo,
Yes.
Oladele Adekola, and the like.
Yes, who
in
promotes-
the Yoruba side,
Yes,
and in the Igbo side, we have someone like Olu Jacob,
Peter
Peter
Edochie, even his son Yol,
yeah,
and all
son,
of that.
Yo.
They
I'm
say,
like, so they are
yes,
bringing
they are
it to life.
preserving, yes,
they
they
are
are trying to
preserving
preserve
it,
cultures
but we are
by-
not giving it the attention that is needed.
But from their end, let's give them that credit.
Of course, they are trying.
Let's
No,
give-
that's what I'm
yes,
saying.
so that's what I'm saying,
Imagine you
bringing
have
social media
250
Let's
or
give
300
them
million people, and it's just
watching.
10 that is doing.
What you're supposed
They want to
do.
promote the culture.
Well, we need to do better in that area.
Another thing is,
We need to
do
do
you know
better.
say if to say I know sabi English today, the way everybody will look at themselves, see this village boy, you know even sabi anything.
Or you can count money.
And that
abi.
thing, and no, and that thing
Doesn't-
will suppress some people to even speak in the society.
Yes, they'll be shy.
So now, if you are here, let me say you are speaking Hausa, and I'm speaking something like Calabar or anything from the south. Fine, we've synchronized it to that kind of region alone, which I understand, right? But the question is this: a lot of people will be mocking you. Okay, guy, you know if you speak English, if it's tata, you cannot speak.
Yes.
But you can never see anybody from either England, US, or anywhere that say, I'm speaking. You are speaking. Maybe I will not take your own language. I said no, your own language is better than my own. But in school now, they even if they are even teaching you Yoruba Hausa in class, I mean secondary school, whether you pass, you don't pass, they don't care.
They'll promote
And that's why they'll promote you, and that's why you can
If
see
you
why
fail English,
if you have
you fail
F9 in WAEC,
English.
it's nothing.
If
In
you
your
fail
own
English,
language.
you would resit the exams, right? But if you fail English, would they allow you to pass WAEC?
Which
You can imagine.
You can see how.
WAEC, you guys need to do better.
Let me ask you one question. What is our lingua? Is it lingua franca? Is it lingua franca? What's our lingua franca? To be
English
honest,
now.
English.
Pidgin.
Pidgin.
Byproduct of English, not even a traditional mixed. It's English, yeah. Say Pidgin. Even if it's Pidgin, it's a byproduct of English.
Do you know what's in pay me? English.
Lingua franca.
This we have.
Join.
Another thing is this. This you have the way we communicate with ourselves before the advent of these people that.
It was beautiful. It was beautiful, but we fought a lot.
But they said that our history started when they came, and all of us take it in Africa.
No. What happened was, now let me break something
Okay.
down for most of us to understand. What happened was, most of us Africans had tales by moonlight and all of that. So we were not really documenting history. However, we kept record of history.
You said
through.
calm
No,
down.
let me make you
No.
understand.
I didn't agree with that. Number one.
I'm not
Let
done.
me cut you off.
I'm not done. No, I'm
Okay.
not done.
Okay.
We started by tales by moonlight.
Okay.
Our forms of documentation
Okay.
were by drawing on the walls
Okay.
and all of that, and
Okay.
not everybody could interpret.
Okay.
The Egyptians and all of that, they
Okay.
were smart, they
Okay.
were creative, they
Okay.
were very good at maths and all of that.
Okay.
But we didn't start the proper documentation of history.
Okay. You might be right.
Yes.
You might be.
So
hold
our
on now.
artifacts, we don't have so much evidence to show people.
Says
that-
who?
No, when I mean,
Do
we
you know
don't
how many billions of archaeological
they've
evidence that's out
they've
there?
stolen. No, what I'm saying now, they've stolen because
They
we
didn't
didn't
steal
have
it.
proper.
We sold them.
You see, we didn't have proper documentation of all these things. We didn't really know the value or the what.
Do you
They
know-
knew the value, they knew the what, so they kept it.
Bro, do you know?
And now we are not really putting so much effort to fight for those
You know,
things.
you know what
back.
baffles me so much is anytime I'm reading about Egypt and I notice that civilization actually started in Egypt,
Yeah,
in
it did.
Africa, right? And the way they build their tombs, their
Pyramids
structure,
too.
pyramids and the likes, then is still there up to date, right?
Mm-hmm.
And these people can even just come and just tell us, all this thing is nonsense. Take our home. Our forefathers, they are very. I don't
There was
want
one
to.
guy-
That's what I want to mention.
There was one
is-
guy, one of our ancestors, they gave him mirror or gunpowder, and he sold some slaves. Abba guy, like, why would you do that? Mirror and gunpowder, and he gave us out.
There was
Can
a
you
day.
imagine
There
mirror?
was a day I was
Well-
reading. I was reading a book. Let me tell you what happened. There was a day I was reading a book. They did a conference in Berlin
Yeah.
from 1884 to 1885. How they can share Africa. They use 1 year to study the Africa and how they can share us. One good
The
year.
scramble for Africa.
Scramble for Africa.
Yeah, the scramble for
I
Africa.
think is it scramble and partition, something like that.
Yeah, the scramble.
For
During the
Africa,
scramble, then the
they use
petition.
good 1 year to study us before they can come. So that can actually just tell you that we are so rich in a lot of things we are doing. And they came, they now subdue us that, you know what, this thing is wrong. They didn't even bring any religion to us. Maybe by today, maybe Nigeria can even come together.
Africa, you know,
on Africa as a whole.
even during the time of you know, Muammar Gaddafi, he almost brought about the United States of Africa. You know,
He and
talking
this
about
guy, this Abacha, yeah,
talking about we having one currency and all
and
of
the
that.
likes, yeah.
You know,
They
even
didn't.
in
They
his
can never
country-
allow that happen.
Yeah, they wouldn't. Even in his country, then they had the green book. They had a policy at which they operated.
And
So
sorry,
it was
Jide, I need,
good.
I need to go to tell this to the audience. Do you know we black we can stand alone? We don't need anybody's help.
They need us.
But whites they can't. It's not possible. And this is how you know. Check any parastatal being owned by whites or any film, anything that white is doing, you must see black inside.
We are the most consumers of.
You
their
must see
products.
us inside.
Yeah, we consume the most of whatever content they bring out. So they need us more than we need them, but we've not realized this.
And how can we now coin this thing to like, okay, let's go back to where we are coming from? Number one thing I can think of is let's appreciate our local industries. Let us appreciate and patronize our local industries. Because this is how you know. Imagine you want to wear maybe something like there are some products that I don't want to advertise for them. You can see their logo, BB, you know it already. You can see VHL. Those things they are selling for you 20 million, 30 million per one. But our local industry that just maybe like 10K, we're like,
You see, now,
it's fake now, now.
and you're not happy about is doing that for you. They are making it easier for us.
And if you are not patronizing those things,
patronize them.
nobody should complain about dollar being rise or low because that thing is affecting it. The more you are bringing things inside, there's no how dollar will go up if you don't know. But if that money is circulating within yourself, we are enriching ourselves. The money is not going out. But everybody is thinking that it's fake. Look at the way I dress today.
What is fake about this? What is fake about what I'm putting on? This is beautiful. This is culture.
See, they don't abuse the tire. Say, what's this guy wear?
This is culture. This
if
is.
Can I call that one?
This is comfortable. This is comfortable. You know, I like it. Even this. Where's that my necklace now? The thing did not open. Do you understand, guys? So it's beautiful. It's fashion. Culture is sweet. I love my culture.
You love your culture, and you don't understand Yoruba. See this one. This guy don't understand Yoruba. I just want to tell you now. The guy don't understand Yoruba. That's one of the things. Let me enter him. Let me enter him now.
Mogbo Yoruba
Dear.
I'm speaking it and I'm not shy.
So
learn.
Yeah, so we are putting this thing out. Even things we are saying, there are some things that affect us as well that we want to change. So we are just trying to bring people together in a way that we can change all these things. We need to change our mentality. We need to change our mindset that things we do in our country is the best. Is the best. Our education is so rich that when you see an elderly person, you know what to do. And that's why there's no nonsense in the society. Because whether it's your parent or it's not your parent, they will tell you that thing that you're doing is wrong. Yes, and you have to change towards it.
Your neighbors can even correct
and that's now you can see a student walking on the walkway doing TikTok this thing, and the lecturer is like, hey, you are blocking my way. And you have to be biting the lecturer. Stupidity. Man, I want to be angry already, man.
Don't be mad, though. Don't be mad. Well, it is where, should I say, where modernization is taking us to. We need to be very cautious before it takes us to the back of our own villages that we'll now realize that we've sold every part of it and we don't have anywhere to call home anymore. So,
guy, do you know the way we have foods, crops?
Let me give you an example.
Okay.
You know, growing up, so we used to stay at Jaji, Kaduna, and all that. Now, okay. So it was like a village setting, a village northern setting.
Okay.
So there were times, we would not like have enough local food to eat and all of that. So it was not a problem. Do you know why? Because there was these neighbors we had. They didn't have too much or anything. But if you see food, they had more than enough. They used to bring sokora, that's pounded yam.
Yeah.
The pounded yam they bring, me, myself, my mom, my sister, we can't finish it. It's so much that even if we eat, we literally don't want to reject food from other people and say, we are okay. We are okay. So they don't feel bad. And these were farmers.
And this European.
They had food. They had so much food that they will sell, they will dash out, and you won't even be hungry and all of that. So that's culture.
Yeah.
You don't have to be hungry before somebody comes and knock on your door and say, this is food. Yeah. You really want to say, I'm okay. And these people already brought food.
You know our problem. Our problem. The main problem is because we don't read. Imagine you've read something about, or you've read something about your history. You won't allow anybody complex or
they don't make history compulsory for us.
they
That's
cannot
what
make
they
it
need to
compulsory.
do.
You know why? Once
History
they
needs
make
to be compulsory.
once they make that thing compulsory, bro, Nigeria will unite tomorrow.
Then let's do it.
I'm telling you, once they make history compulsory, Nigeria will unite tomorrow. I'm telling 100%. You know why? Because now we can now read about how our forefathers live, how they live in one harmony, how they can say, okay, I'm going to this place, this Oba, and they will trek. Oh, imagine someone trekking from Anambra and saying that, oh, I'm going to the north, I want to go and meet Emir. No. Look at, okay, let me tell you something. Look at Mansa Kanka Musa of, is it Mali? Mansa Kanka Musa, when he travel, he travel. That's the richest man in the world.
Mansa Musa.
Mansa Kanka Musa, yes.
Mansa Musa, yes.
Full with gold.
You know, said there were some cities where he was passing that even
Yes,
caused inflation.
he was dashing them
Whatever
gold.
city he passed would literally cause inflation. That's to show you that
how
we
rich we are.
Damn, that's.
And now, when they now came, you know what? That's when the advent of the oil boom in Nigeria. Everybody just know what all the local industry.
Everything is
gone
down now.
All our cocoa sustained Nigeria. Go and read about it for many years. Ordinary cocoa alone, for many years. And today, everybody's looking at the oil. And that's why the day we are talking, I said something. I said, do you know, I would love each state to stand alone. Why I said that is this. Maybe that will be another topic for another day. Why I say that is this: control your resources, control your whatever you have in your state, so that we can actually discover a lot of things that is under the ground.
So what about Abuja now?
So nobody, do you know how many, bro? Do you know how the kind of resources that is under the ground that we don't even know? What is oil?
We can be selling rocks now. We can be now. People can be.
It's because we've not discovered, bro. It's because we've not discovered this thing. Okay, there was a day I was checking something. I noticed that ordinary Igbo oil is more expensive than crude oil. Igbo
sativa oil
is more expensive than crude oil, and everybody wants to die in crude oil.
Yeah, it's in high demand.
I'm telling you.
So may so rest in peace. The previous governor of Ondo State, I think that passed away, Akere Dolu also. May Almighty Allah forgive him. I think he was also trying to carry out some research and all of that in making marijuana useful and making money out of it for his state. But I think it was something they were trying to die down and all of that. And then they say Ondo State is one of the states that produces the most, or that has the most fertile soil for growing marijuana in Nigeria. So why are they not making use of all these things? They can control it. They know what they are doing. They just don't want to do the right thing.
So please, to our audience, as a youth, leave our old people. They are gone already. But as a youth, if you want to wake up in the morning, open your window and smile. Let's patronize our indigenous culture. Let's patronize our indigenous fabric. Anything we are doing in this country, let's patronize it. You know why? If we started doing that, you will see the way dollar will be going down. Because why? We'll have more of exportation than importation. If that thing happen, the more we put things out there, they don't tell you, say, barrel of oil today is 1,000 or 2,000. I don't know what they used to calculate that nonsense. They can't, because now we have something we are exporting. But I don't even think Nigeria is exporting anything that nonsense.
No, we're
what are you exporting?
We're exporting cashew seeds.
Cashew seed. When?
But we're just exporting all these things in little quantity.
They are the one that two people
will
eat.
There is high demand for it. We're exporting so many things, but
please, I'm just putting it out there. If there's a way that individual can patronize each other in local things we are doing, it will go a long way in our midst. Let not all these old baba tell us things that is not even, they don't even practice it when it's their own regime. Then they don't. Let's patronize ourselves. Let's enrich ourselves. Imagine you are a trader now. You have a farm, and me, I'm a buyer. Let me come to you. Let me buy from you. Let me refine it, sell it to another person. Let the money be circulating. If we can do that, we are helping ourselves. Nobody will say, I'm broke. Go send me urgent 2K. All those things will not be there. I'm just pleading.
We also need to go back home. All the, I respect the Igbos for that. They don't
Bro,
joke with.
I respect Hausa too for that.
I respect. No, I know.
Okay.
I grew up in the north too. Now I'm just saying for the Igbos, so I respect them for that too. They don't joke with December. They don't joke with going back home.
But are they seeing each other like, you know what, you are selling this thing, bring it, let me
They
buy.
patronize themselves.
How,
They produce.
bro?
They
How many kaftan do you have in the house? Let's be realistic, bro.
But they give us most of these things now. They produce materials. They produce shoes. They produce some. They are literally.
You know the funniest thing? Imagine you have a gadget now that everybody is putting on something like LV, BB, and the likes. And you are like my shoe now that is Nigerian made. You're like, this guy is less to us now.
No, well, not in a setting, not in a. Well,
I'm telling you.
You are right. They take it back home.
I'm
sometimes.
telling you.
You see, you take some things home and it's not cultural. It is foreign. You're bringing more foreign back home.
Imagine. So there are some shoes that they sell it for 15 million, 10 million. That one, can even build a factory in Aba.
No, 10 million will not build a factory, no.
Bro, when there's land already, land is there. You're not buying anything. The only thing you want to build is the structure you want to build on top of it. I'm telling you.
And they are quite affordable. Everyone wants to stay in Banana Island, wants to stay in Lekki, wants to stay in all those fancy estates.
Please to the audience, let's see ourselves in a way that these people, they are not superior to us, 100%. Our culture is very, very rich. Our norm and value, let's go back to those things. Let's value ourselves. Because it's when you value your culture, it's when you value yourself, another person will see, I want to value this person.
Yeah, there is value in this area. They would actually know there is value. Because if you don't value yourself, you don't know what value is in the first place.
Absolutely.
Like I tell people, if you don't love yourself, you can't learn how to love other people. Because it's how you treat yourself, you know how to treat other people. But we should do better. We should do better. And
because our culture is who we are.
Yes, parents too. We need to put more effort. I'm not a parent yet, but my guy here. So parents need to put more effort in inculcating that culture in their children. Make sure they practice it. Take them home. Let them know their roots. Let them go to the farm. Let them know the importance of being a Nigerian, being an African. Let's make sure our children hear this. It doesn't matter if it's from the mother's side or from the father's side. Let them be used to one. Let them have a stronghold in one of their culture and say, I know this and I know it well.
Yeah.
So that
when you're out there, you can identify yourself that this is who I am.
Well, yes. You can represent well, yes.
So I believe we should round it up now, because if you started talking, I can be crying.
No, don't cry.
So thanks to our listener, and please, let's see ourselves as one. Please, let's change our mindset towards the good things in the society. Let's even leave culture for now. When you see your fellow someone that is doing the right thing, let's support the person. Don't bite. Don't say, what is he doing? Someone that will soon fail. All those things is setting us back. Please, let's encourage ourselves. It's very, very important. Because if I don't encourage you, don't encourage me, you get to some point that you'll be tired. So the only thing you need there is, guy, you can get this thing done. Let's do it.
Yes.
Please.
And even if they laugh at you, like me, when I'll speak my Yoruba, they'll laugh at me. Still be deliberate about learning. Be intentional with it. Tell yourself, if 1,000 people laugh at me, I'll still learn it. And trust me, that's actually the fastest way to learn, when people come at you very well, because you take to corrections faster.
We actually inculcate that into ourselves, because that is just like, when people laugh at me, I'll go and learn more. Because you are trying to, like, don't let me be shamed. People don't need to laugh at you, bro.
But even if they do,
people don't need. The question, why is people laughing at you? Why?
They might have their reasons.
That's jealousy. Why are you laughing at me? To be honest,
they might have their reasons.
Imagine you are doing something good and I'm laughing at you. That person that is laughing is the one that is even gone. I don't want to mention all these vagabond words.
Say vagabond. No, you don't mention what.
So thanks for riding with us on this episode. Subscribe, like, tell us your culture. Tell us next time the way we want us to dress. Even if you are watching at home, you can even dress your culture.
Yes.
Look who you are.
Yes, so Akujam.
Akuna Matata.
No, that's the
Which
South
one is
Africa.
Okay, now it's not Africa. It's a culture.
I know.
It's beautiful.
It's beautiful.
I'm not the one I'm even against, bro. I can take any culture from the African people. The
Yeah.
one I'm against is the West.
Sorry.
It's the West.
Don't worry. Calm down.
I'm telling you.
Calm down.
Because if you know how these
Easy.
people, please, you people should go and read slavery. Then go and read abolition of slavery, scramble and partition. If you read those 3 things, if you see these people tomorrow, you tell them that leave our country. Look at this man in Burkina Faso. Look at what he's doing. What is his name again? What is their Traore, right? Their president. Look at what he's doing. Because you have already seen that this thing you people are doing in our environment is nonsense. You need to go.
More factories have started.
Yes, stop taking our raw guy. Time will go. Let us start again.
Okay.
I think we will see you people next week with a good topic again. Thanks for listening.
Thank you so much.
Thanks
and
so
I
much.
remain your co-host Olajide Apata.
So your name be that.
Mind aligned, one talk,
Same mind. See you. Thank you.